Maria Rohan arrived at the Hollows, an inherited family home nestled in a rural valley, hoping the quiet would help her finish her dissertation. The villagers had whispered about the place, strange lights, odd sounds, people who visited and never spoke of what they heard, but she dismissed it all as folklore. She needed solitude, and the Hollows seemed perfect. From the first night, she felt watched. Shadows in the corners of rooms that shifted when she turned. The floorboards creaked at odd hours. At dusk, she would pass through the long hallway and hear a faint susurrus, like someone murmuring just beyond comprehension. She chalked it up to the wind through cracks, but the sound followed her. On the third night, she awoke gasping. The whispering was louder, closer. In the dark, she thought a shape crouched at the foot of her bed, receding when she turned on the light. She convinced herself it was exhaustion. Still, she started recording everything. Every noise, every voice she thought she heard. Sleep became impossible. Her notes grew erratic. One recording played back only static, and beneath it, she swore she heard her own voice whispering, "You're not alone." Another file was empty. New ambient noisy, yet as she listened she could hear breathing. She showed one of the files to her advisor via email. He heard nothing but static. She doubted her senses. By day, the house played tricks. Doors she locked would open. Windows would show dusk when it was broad daylight. Sometimes she saw her reflection in a mirror, but she was not quite herself. Eyes too wide, expression too blank. She began pacing corridors, trying to map the house. The walls seemed to distort. A hallway stretched farther. Rooms she had just passed reappeared behind her. One night, she tried to stay in one room in the library. She braced the door. She read until exhaustion claimed her. She dreamt of voices dragging her into a corridor of endless corners. She jolted awake. The door had unlatched. In the dim light, the whispering pressed in around her. She closed her eyes on in darkness, heard footsteps approaching. She swiveled the lamp. Nothing. She dropped the recorder on the floor. It clicked on. She ran, guided by the whispering, down the winding halls. Doors slammed closed behind her. She turned, saw the shape in the distance. Elongated limbs, features shrouded, mouth opening, whispering. She fled outside into the night. The air was cold. In the courtyard she collapsed, trembling. She listened, and in the wind, far off, she heard it. You came. We waited. She scrambled for her car. As she turned the key, she looked back. In a window, behind a curtain, a figure stared. It mouthed her name. Before her headlights could sweep the facade, it vanished. Back in the city, she tried to sleep, but the recordings persisted. In her apartment, at 3 a.m., the whisper returned, coming from the corner of her ceiling. The recorder's mic picked it up. The whisper said, "You never left." She understood. The Hollows had imprinted on her. It traveled within her ears, within her blood. The house had never released her.